Week 2 assignment, which is the contact project. So here we have, according to the feedback received from the week 1, we have the folder structure arranged according to the best practices, where we have following the MVC convention, where we have the controllers folder, having the controllers, the JS file. Here we have the database folder containing the database file, and here we have the route folder containing the routes for the contacts route, and then the Swagger route here. So as for the database, we have the MongoDB, we have the contact collection, having some contacts here with all the required fields. And to test the various routes, that is the get all, gets one contact. Then we have the create contact. We have the create user, which is a contact will be created when that route is visited with the information of the contact. Then we have the update user, which updates a contact that is already existing. Then we have the delete user, which deletes a single contact. So let's test those routes. Here we are going to, let's have the URL, the base URL for our server. Here is the get all routes, where all the contacts are being returned. Then we can fetch a single contact by just adding this here. Okay, so let's go to the VS Code, and using Thunder client we can demonstrate this. Here is the get all contacts. We call this endpoint here. Let me just quickly copy that over and place that here and make the request. We are having some network issues here. Get all contacts, I guess. Okay, there's an issue there. Okay, so we have the get all routes where all the contacts are being returned. Then for the get one route, let's copy the ID for Bob Smith, and then here is the get one contact. Let's put the ID there and then send a request. Okay, so the URL needs to be updated there. Okay, and then the ID for Bob Smith here. Okay, so we have Bob Smith contacts being returned here. The create contact. Let's add a new contact, and let's say John Doe. Okay, let's say John Doe. So here you can say John Doe at gmail.com. Then favorite color, it's green, and date of birth 9999. Okay, so let's quickly update the URL. Okay, and then send the request, post request. and then we get a positive, we get a success response. Status code 201 created. So if we go over to the get all route and make the request, we should find John Doe there. Yes, John Doe is now in the database. We can confirm this in the MongoDB Atlas Compass. Here, let's refresh. Then we have John Doe here. Great. So now let's try to update a user. So updating a user, we will need the ID of the user we want to update. So if we go to the get all and try to update John Doe, we can the ID of John Doe there in the URL. Then we can say we want John Doe to be, we want the first name to be Alex Doe. So let's say we are not updating the last name, we want to update the email to alexdoe@gmail.com. So if we send the request, we get a 200 status code message, user updated successfully. That's great. So if we go to the database and get all again, we will see John Doe is now Alex Doe, and the email has been updated to alexdoe@gmail.com. Now delete a contact, we will need, for the delete contact route, let's test the route. So we need the ID of the contact we want to delete. Let's say we want to delete Ade Henry. Then we can have this ID, add that to the URL, then send the request. Then we get a success 200 status code, then message user deleted successfully. And if we go over to the database to fetch all the contact again, get all contact, we will see that Ade Henry is no longer here, and we can confirm that from Mongo Compass here. By refreshing the collection, we see Ade Henry is gone. So we only have 5 now instead of 6 documents. We only have 5 documents. So all the routes are working fine, and the project has been structured to follow the best practices. Thank you.